Hey guys, I'm Joe Begos, the writer and director of Almost Human.
And I'm Josh Ethier, the editor, actor, and producer of Almost Human.
And we're here with Amoeba Music's What's in My Bag. So first up, I have a Blu-ray of the underappreciated Brian De Palma classic, Snake Eyes, which I see a ton of hate for, but is actually a really, really good movie. It has an amazing opening shot with thousands of extras and, you know, typical De Palma. It's got Gary Sinise in a super sleazy turn, and, you know, I really think people should give this another chance because it's probably De Palma's best movie since, I don't know, I think since the 80s, you know. I think that that's a strong claim, but I really do believe that.
First thing I grabbed was Death Walt's release of The Fog. This is like the crucible of the stuff they've been putting out. Has all the original source tracks from the movie, has the actual score. I was on one of the first orders that they sent to the States when they put out Zombie. Just amazing packaging and artwork.
Next up, I have a Blu-ray of Dark Angel, or actually it's known as I Come in Peace in the US, Dark Angel the rest of the world. I Come in Peace is a much better title. I Come in Peace. This is another movie that is very underappreciated. It's actually really, really awesome. Probably Dolph Lundgren's best movie. It's an alien invasion, action, horror, I don't know, it's got everything in it, and you know, it's directed by Craig R. Baxley. He's a huge stunt guy, so I mean, the stunts are unbelievable. You've got people running through parking garages, literally just every single car exploding, and you've got this alien goes around and jams people with needles, ODs them on heroin, and then, you know, steals chemicals from their body, and also shoots compact discs, which shoot and home in on people and slit their throats. So I mean, it's got it all.
Next thing I grabbed was Harassor's Into Unknown Depths, which I can't speak too much about because I haven't heard it. It just came out. But I've been into these guys for a while since they put out Night on My Side, the Bruno sessions, and they just put out a video with the lead singer just covered in blood in a strobe light screaming his face off. Actually has it with the patch for any denim vest you may have laying around.
Next up, I have William Friedkin's Sorcerer. Again, I think this is William Friedkin's probably his best movie, and this literally just came out for the first time on anything other than VHS a couple weeks ago, and Friedkin oversaw the transfer himself, oversaw the restoration. This is like Friedkin at the peak of his powers, you know, he just went off to South America with a shitload of money and basically did whatever he wanted and did not care what the studio thought, and he came out with one of the most tense movies I think ever made. This is probably where you should start with your Friedkin if you haven't really gone into his filmography too much.
Next thing I grabbed was Burzen, Det Som En Gang Var. This was the only one that I was missing. 2 albums later was Philosophem, which is clearly the masterpiece, but there's like, the blueprint is right here. It's like slowed down black metal played at like a down-tempo pace, just non-stop assault on every single possible sense, including moral decency.
Next up I have Demolition Man, which is actually, besides First Blood, I think my favorite Stallone movie. And again, this one doesn't get as much love as it should. I mean, Stallone literally plays a cop that's frozen in prison and reawakens, you know, in the future to battle a criminal from the 1990s, played by Wesley Snipes. And I mean, not only is it unbelievably high concept, but Stallone is amazing, Wesley Snipes is amazing, the humor's amazing.
Let's go blow this guy.
Away. Blow this guy away.
The one-liners are amazing.
You're on TV!
And the action's amazing, the sets are amazing. You know, this is like one of my favorite movies. I literally do not tire of it. It's so good. And I'm glad to finally get it on 1080p.
Glorious.
Next thing I grabbed was Oranssi Pazuzu's Valonielu, which came out last year. It sounds like 1993 Neurosis approach to songwriting, but played like 1993 Birdson. So it's just huge, expansive, droney jams. I mean, there's like fast songs, there's slow songs, there's songs that are just tom and bass. I mean, it's super old school, just like metal. It's awesome.
Next up, I have a Blu-ray of Black Rain, Michael Douglas, Andy Garcia, Ridley Scott movie. I think that this movie really shows exactly how amazing of a director Ridley Scott is, because what should have been a typical cop thriller is probably one of, if not the most beautiful cop movie ever shot. I mean, it just looks so incredible, and there's a scene with Andy Garcia that if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil, that's just unbelievable. Come on, man, let's go! You know, unfortunately, I don't think this movie did very well either, but it, you know, along with Alien and Blade Runner, this is probably my third favorite Ridley Scott movie. It's so good.
Grabbed Ennio Morricone's Bird with the Crystal Plumage. I have most of Argento's Goblin scores, but this one I've never actually even seen in a store. I watched this for the first time with Joe actually a few years ago, and the music is like terrifying. The music's almost scarier than the movie, although the movie's pretty effective as well. Any chance to have Ennio Morricone on vinyl, have to take that up.
The last thing I grabbed is Dope Throne from Electric Lizard, which is an absolute masterpiece. It is probably one of the heaviest, stoniest, best albums I've ever heard. If you have not gotten into Electric Lizard and you are into super fucking heavy stony music, I highly suggest starting with Electric Lizard, Dope Throne, or Come My Fanatics, which is almost as good, but both are amazing.
And then the last thing I grabbed was Don Caballero's For Respect, which is one of my favorite instrumental rock albums. These guys just slam, jam, and thrash over two sides of an LP. I mean, it's fast, it's slow, it stops, it starts. I mean, everything about this is so ridiculous. Thanks for having us.
For sure, this was awesome.
Amoeba.